The Pensacola Little Theater presents Puffs. The play is a comedic retelling of a book series starring a certain boy wizard that you probably know. The story is told from the perspective of the Puffs. We have marketing director Ashley McLaughlin and executive director Sid Williams-Heath here to tell us more about it. Thanks so much for being here.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
What a fun concept for this. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Puffs is a parody of that certain boy wizard that went to that certain school of magic for 7 years.
Sure.
But this story tells you that story from another perspective, from the Puffs, who are a little less adventurous and less threatening.
Very cool. So how did you hear about this and were able to bring it to the Pensacola Little Theater?
Well, it's funny because there's a grown-up version which uses maybe some more four-letter words than the children's version, which a ton of adults on the artistic committee and creative team knew. And so when we started talking about the voids and what we could tell for the children, we realized that there was a younger version too. And truly, it's taking off. And this Friday is going to be hopefully a sold-out show.
Very magical.
How great is that? So how long has this been in production? How long have you been rehearsing and all that sort of stuff?
Just a few months, like maybe a month and a half they've been rehearsing.
Absolutely.
And they've built this amazing set on our main stage that has all these nooks and crannies and fun little surprises that'll happen throughout the show.
So what is the cast like? Is it a small ensemble? Is it a large cast? What are we looking at here?
It's a pretty big cast.
About 10 people or so.
And it's not a musical, which is nice too, because we do kind of run the gamut of children's shows that are musicals, straight plays, stuff for adults. So this is one of those that you can come, keep the attention span for the kids. So
what sort of things from the perspective of the Puffs are we dealing with here? I know you don't want to give the full plot away, but what are some of the details about them?
So if you remember in that certain story about that certain wizard, on Halloween there's a troll that breaks into the school, right? And it's a big thing. But this show shows you that what the Puffs did about that and how they handled it. And you get to see literally the backside of the characters that you're familiar with while the Puffs kind of scramble around and do everything behind the scenes. And it adds such a fun, magical perspective to the story that we already know. Yeah, so much fun. Definitely a lot of folks are going to want to check this out for sure. So for our audience out there who does, and I'm sure there are a lot of y'all, what do we need to know about tickets and coming out and all that sort of stuff? Of course.
Well, come on over at PensacolaLittleTheater.com. All the show dates running this Friday through next weekend. But also come see us at the box office. We'd love to have you come down to Pensacola and make a whole trip of it.
All right. Anything else we didn't mention yet that you all wanted to make sure we mentioned?
Just get your tickets before they sell out.
All right, that sounds good. There's no wizarding spell you can cast to bring an extra ticket in. You got to get your tickets now. We'll have all the information online. Y'all, thank you so much.
Thanks
for having us.